Hey, Tom Olszewski with Coldwell Banker and Team Olszewski. First off, I hope everyone has been able to stay safe during these unprecedented times, working through a worldwide pandemic. I'm here with the 2020 mid-year French Valley Winchester Real Estate Market update. Wow, not only have we just finished the second quarter of 2020, but we are now halfway through this crazy year. So what does this pandemic mean for real estate in the French Valley, Winchester area? Well, for one, homes are coming on the market and they are selling. Not only selling, but selling quickly and sometimes with multiple offers. Inventory continues to be really low for this time of the year, so this could definitely be a good time to sell if you need to sell. I will show you a chart of the last 7 days of activity in Temecula, Marietta, French Valley, Winchester, and Menifee so you can see the activity firsthand. Homes are being bought and sold if needed. To some, it's a good time with low supply and still high demand. Our business model has changed and we have adapted with high quality 3D tours and expanded out our marketing for the most online exposure possible. I will have links to these videos at the end of this one for you to take a look at if you haven't seen them yet. So I've been creating these market reports quarterly, and if you find them useful, please hit the like and subscribe button either above or below. This is the French Valley Winchester Real Estate Mid-Year Market Update. In this video, I will be providing detailed updates on how the French Valley Winchester Real Estate Market has ended up the second quarter of 2020 and how this quarter compares to the previous mid-year data. I will also give you some insight on what the experts are saying the second half of 2020 real estate market will be looking like as we continue to come out of this pandemic. I know one thing for sure, that a record number of people went back to work last month, 4.8 million. We still have a ways to go to get back to normal, but that's a great start for now. So let's get to the French Valley Winchester real estate market and how it ended up the year overall. It remains steady and it's still in a seller's market overall. It has actually become a borderline crazy seller's market, similar to what we saw during the spring of 2018. It's still a very strong market with only 1.5 months of inventory and homes on average selling in about 17 days if priced right. The number of active listings is much lower than a year ago, down 51.7%, and the total number of sales is up year over year 92.1%. This jump, though, is attributed to new home sales in our area. As we head into the second half of 2020, we are not seeing the usual increase in the number of total active listings as we leave the lows of the beginning of the year and build for prime time for real estate during the summer months, which is actually being pushed out a couple of months. This pandemic has had a major impact on our local inventory, and as I had stated previously, even with this pandemic, it's a better market to buy and sell as affordability is very good, driven by low interest rates with conventional rates down as low as 2.99%, FHA, VA is down as low as 2.75%. The lack of inventory and a lot of buyers looking to take advantage of the low interest rates could mean more money for your home if you sell now before the end of the year rush. I believe it will depend on whether we can get control of the COVID-19 situation. Let's see how the overall real estate market looked ending up the second quarter of 2020 overall, and take a look at this last month year over year. Let's dive deeper and see what the detailed numbers look like here in French Valley, Winchester area. First, we will look at the closed sales in French Valley, Winchester at the end of June. At the end of June 2020, there were a total of 73 closed sales in the area of French Valley and city of Winchester of all price ranges and types of homes. This compares to 38 closed sales at the end of June 2019, which is a year-over-year increase of about 92.1%. And as I said, that's due to new home sales jumping in. The number of sales is above the 2019 numbers, and last year they did not really start to pick up until March. Last year's sales had peaked in May with 60 homes sold, and that matched the best month of 2019. So overall, much better this year than the best sales month of 2019. All of the predictions are indicating third and fourth quarters of 2020 should be a good time for selling and buying, especially if interest rates stay low, as they are predicting, and we come off total lockdown again and show progress battling the COVID-19 virus. The biggest increase occurred in the under 400,000 to 699 segment, up 111.1% year over year. Next, we will look at the number of active listings. I have a slide on this to show the flat line in listings overall. And as of the end of June, there were 70 active listings in the area of French Valley, city of Winchester, which is down from 145 the previous year, decreasing a whopping 51.7%. This has been actually increasing slightly since May. This number varies by segments, with the largest decrease in the 400 to 699,000 price range. It's down 68.1% year over year. Again, I attribute this to the lack of homes for sale in this price range, which is typically our sweet spot here in French Valley, Winchester. It is important to understand these numbers, so if you want to sell your home and it doesn't look the greatest, with less competition, it would be actually easier to sell. If you want to maximize your home's value, we can help you with that. And if you go out to our new video blog, I have a video covering what top 5 things you can do to get top dollar when you sell. If you don't have the cash for the updates, we can help you with that as well with our Revitalize program. There's a video on that as well. The next important number we will look at is how many months supply of listings do we have in French Valley, Winchester area. This, along with the number of sales, indicates what type of market we have today. Where are we in ending up the second quarter of 2020? So are we still in a seller's market, or was there a shift? Well, the data as of the end of June shows 1.5 months of inventory available for buyers. This is down huge at 57.1% overall year over year. With the neutral point being 6 months, we are definitely still in a strong seller's marketplace overall, and pretty close to the crazy seller's market like we had first and second quarters of 2018. Very competitive for buyers, great for sellers. Because of the diverse types of property we have here in French Valley, Winchester, there is a difference depending upon what price segment you are interested in. The two bookends of the spectrum are the 400 to 699 segment that only has 1.1 months supply, making it for a very tight segment for buyers. The other end of the spectrum is the 700,000 to 899 price segment that now has 6 months supply and is up from a year ago. So with 6 months of inventory last June, there's actually been an increase of 200%, taking it from a buyer's market mid-2019 to closer to a neutral market. A couple more homes have come on the market in this price segment, people taking advantage of the low interest rates and making a move. If you have questions about your specific neighborhood or home, please give me a call or send an email, and I can give you specifics for your area in French Valley, Winchester, and your specific home. Next, we look at home values. Are they still increasing here in French Valley? Well, The numbers say the median sales price for June in French Valley, Winchester area overall is $455,000. This compares to the mid-year 2019 where the median sales price was $447,000. This shows about a 1.7% increase year over year overall. Again, it is important to know that this combines all types of homes and price points. This overall number has a big dependency with how many lower priced homes sell and how many higher priced homes sell. The overall sense is that home values have remained relatively flat here, and it is different for different areas within French Valley, Winchester, and with a large number of brand new homes, newer homes, older homes, estate homes. Housing growth, though, will still maintain a positive growth rate for the next 12 months, even if we should see an economic slowdown or increase in COVID cases. 2020 home values are still predicted to increase in value. So just to show that the market is still very strong, here are the numbers pertaining to the percentage of sales price to the original list price. Homes overall in French Valley, Winchester sold at 100% overall, increasing slightly by 0.9%. It is important to understand these numbers. So if you want to sell your home and it doesn't look the greatest, with this less competition, it would be easier to sell. But with the current lack of inventory, there is a possibility of bidding wars on homes in great shape, in a good location, priced right. Every home, regardless of the year built, has a completely updated price and a needs work price or somewhere in between. The next number to be aware of is the number of days a home stays on the market before selling. For French Valley, Winchester, at the end of June, that number was 17 days, super low, and this number reflects a 32% decrease year over year. This is mainly because of the lower inventory we are currently seeing and buyers taking advantage of low interest rates. The last item I wanted to quickly provide an update on is how our mortgage rates are currently looking. Rates have remained steady as of the mid-year mark of 2020. Recent rates are floating around 2.99% for 30-year fixed. FHA VA is at 2.75%, depending upon the lender and your situation. Down slightly again. Rates have definitely not increased like the experts were thinking they would this year so far, but they are expected to rise slightly in the second half of 2021 once we get through this pandemic and the economy shows some progress. So if you have been thinking about buying your first home or upsizing or downsizing and need a loan, this summer is still a great time to sell and buy before rates go up. 2019 was the best year for mortgage rates since 2011, but 2020 could break that record if rates stay low. Loan limits have adjusted now for 2020, and for conventional, the loan limit is now up to $510,400, and for FHA, it's up to $442,750 for Riverside County. I hope this market update has been helpful. Stay safe while we are still under the Stay Safe guidelines. If you have been thinking about buying or selling and would like more information, please feel free to contact me directly at 951-506-5744 or via email at tom@timolsuski.com. If you would like to receive future market updates, please click the subscribe button below or to the side. There will be a slide at the end of this video on ways to contact us. The bottom line today, as I see it, again, even with the lockdown and the pandemic we're dealing with, it's still a great time to buy and sell with still low interest rates, and more inventory will be coming to pick from when buying. This is Tom Olszewski with Team Olszewski and Coldwell Banker signing out. Make it a great day.